The Forgotten Story of Mbaka, Peter Obi and Buhari by Emmanuel Aziken. With the church in Nigeria mourning the gruesome murder of more than 40 persons inside the St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, it was shocking that one of the more prominent figures in the Nigerian church would use the period to ventilate his devotion to filthy lucre. However, Father Ejike Mbaka's inclination to money is legendary. He is known for embracing folks, even election cheats who come with money to him. So his recent outburst against Mr. Peter Obi was no surprise. Remarkably, it was not the first time he would shame Obi for not giving him money. In December 2018, with the 2019 elections close at hand, Mbaka had raised the tempo of activities at his Enugu Adoration Ground base. Politicians of all hues, Christians and Muslims, were flocking around him in quest for spiritual momentum to overcome the spiritual challenges that they faced. The Catholic Bazaar of 2018 was as such an opportune time for Mbaka's fundraising activities. Among those invited for December 3, 2018 Bazaar were President Muhammadu Buhari, who was represented by Senator Hope Uzodimma, Mr. Peter Obi, among many others. At the occasion, Mbaka had publicly ridiculed Obi, asking him to make a public donation to the ministry. Obi stubbornly refused, insisting that whatever he did would be done privately. Indeed, his preference at that time was in line with the Bible, which says that if you do a charitable act, that your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing. Mbaka, the man of God, however, rejected the biblical injunction and physically shamed Obi, warning that he would not win the election. Can you imagine? Uzodimma, who was at the time a governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, however, proceeded to support the cola he brought with 2 million naira on behalf of Buhari. Whether Buhari sent him or not was not easily adduced. An excited Mbaka was moved by the donation to proclaim that Uzodimma would be the next governor of Imo State. After the election, it seemed as if Mbaka's prophecy was improbable, as Uzodimma came a distant fourth in the election. Mbaka was, however, unwavering at the beginning of the year, as he declared that Hope Uzodimma would become governor in the year 2020. His assertion was immediately tackled by officials of the Imo State government and by some other religious leaders. Those who are attacking the message are just casting pearls before the swine. The Holy Spirit has said it, and that is final. I don't know how it will happen, but the only thing is that I see hope, joy, and a new government coming in Imo State. Even though Ihedioha has won in tribunal and appeal court, that doesn't mean he will triumph in Supreme Court. Enough of all this brouhaha. What we are doing in the adoration here is spiritual. It is not according to our power. It is Holy Spirit. Once he revealed it, we say it. On Tuesday, January 14, 2020, behold, the once improbable thought of Uzodimma becoming governor came to reality, as the man who ranked fourth in the election was lifted above all by the Supreme Court. As the Bible tells us that the words of a true prophet surely will come to pass. Does that mean that Mbaka is a true prophet? That is an argument that is out there with critics, saying that by their fruits you shall know them. Mbaka's main fruit, which is money, is apparently not enchanting for the righteous. Money seems to have become his main motive in ministry. Speaking during that December 3, 2018 harvest of the generosity of some Southeast governors, he said, Umahi donated 1,000 bags of rice and 1,000 tubers of yam to us, but it meant nothing to me until he handed 10 million naira check to me and promised to build a project for the ministry. This is the type of gesture we require from Obi. This is what Mbaka said. It is salutary that Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu, without calling Mbaka by name, fittingly replied the cleric, noting how Obi saved $3,800 from a suit and passed it on to her charity. Bianca then went on to name those who benefited from that quiet gesture that nobody knew of apart from her and her late husband, Odumegwu. Whereas many priests have cultivated followership and sparked spiritual and social revival through liberation theology, it is sickening that Father Mbaka has stuck to his brand of stomach infrastructure. Again, as to the question whether Mbaka is truly a man of God, it is only God that can pronounce yes or no. But he has given us signs to watch out for in pronouncing his prophets. One of those signs is not the fact that they perform miracles or prophecy. It is by the fruit they produce. Meanwhile, the gist out there is that after his extraordinary spiritual proclamations ahead of Uzodimma's Supreme Court achievements, that Mbaka and the governor are no longer talking. Some have now questioned as to whether all the prophecies he made were not dictated by money to give a kind of spiritual shadow to the extraordinary Supreme Court judgment. The likes of Mbaka exist everywhere in other religions, with people being manipulated by clerics for what they can get out of them. The only way out is to know the truth, and that the truth sets anyone that comes to God free. In rounding up, I can't remember the verse, but I'll put it on the screen. There's a place the Bible said, and someone said, Lord, I prophesy in your name. I did this in your name. I did this, I hear this, and at that end, they still told them, I know you not. So that somebody is giving prophecies doesn't mean God is with him, but God will judge on that day. There are certainly people that were called by God to work for him, but some of them went the wrong way. There are people that are firebrand ministers. They started well, because that is why the Bible also said, the first shall be the last. So in this Mbaka's case, well, it's only God that will judge. But there are certain miracle prophecies that were said to be given by Mbaka that did not come to pass. What of the case of Chimaroke, Nnamani of Enugu State? What happened to him? Did Mbaka's prophecy on him come to pass? Well, it's left for you viewers. God will be the judge at the end. It has appeared as if it's a cash and carry prophecy. If you don't donate money, yours will be negative. What do you think, viewers? Add your comment on the comment section of this channel. I remain Azuka Ozo OJ. Bye bye for now.